Okay, uh, our subject of group's report is grain crisis caused by extreme climate. Team members 陈梦溪、熊英慈跟林永新。Okay, first let's introduce the outlet. This report can be roughly divided into our four parts. The first is brief introduction to common extreme climates, followed by the effect crops, corn and coffee, then the impact of food shortage on us, and finally the solutions. Okay, let's start it. My name is Chen Mengxi. After the Earth itself is illuminated by solar radiation, the hot gas cannot be dissipated from the Earth because of the ozone layer, which leads to the occurrence of warming. And this is what we call global warming. Other examples of extreme climates on Earth are droughts, heat waves, blizzards, extreme cold or heat, floods, and more. Among them, the category level that food is affected is the most extensive. For example, our daily indispensable coffee is one of the family of the victim in the murder case. The impact of extreme weather on coffee. For example, Arabica coffee bean futures prices nearly doubled to the 7-year high. As for Brazil, an important producing region, which seriously affect the yield and fruit quality of coffee trees. The coffee retail side is also under pressure and may follow up with price increases to reflect the high cost of coffee bean. And another major human daily staple starch, corn, also caused the follow situation due to the influence of extreme climate. The crown part is showing a trend of declining production of the main food crop because of a rising average temperature in North America, Central America, West Africa, Central Asia, Brazil, and China, where it is mainly grown corn production in the next few years will be since corn it is an important food crop with the highest total output in the world. It is also one of the main raw materials for processed food and feed. The reduction in output may affect prices, and it may cause a food crisis in areas where corn is staple food. Okay, next one.
The above situation will have a great impact on our life. As the production of food decreases, its price will rise. This will make life more difficult for families who are already financially stressed. The reason is also because of a reduction in food. The situation will be exacerbated in areas where food is already scarce. Mortality rates are likely to rise in these areas because of food shortages. Food is a necessity of our life. Before, we might have thought that famine was far away. It is even thought that famines will only occur in backward countries. But due to global warming and extreme weather, we have to start paying attention to this issue. We should cherish food. The most important thing is that we should slow down global warming.
我是林永清。We should try to prevent climate change so extreme, such as implementing energy-saving carbon reduction. For example, we can turn off lights when leaving, or we can take more public transportation rather than self-driving, which can effectively suppress the speed of warming. In addition, we cannot restore the environment to its previous state, but we can do our best to develop a greenhouse system to make crops develop normally from the external environment. For example, California wildfires are getting worse due to climate change. The governor of California has decided to invest $15 billion to deal with wildfires. Their actions are divided into several directions: wildfire prevention, greening cities, reducing livestock emissions, and drought relief. This is California's largest climate response plan. The British government invested £5 billion to strengthen the basic protection of the environment. Nature conservation measures such as flood control, woodland creation, restoration of mud and wetlands. Otherwise, in May 2021, the International Energy Agency published a special report aimed at net zero by 2050, a roadmap for the global energy sector. It is the first report about how to net zero carbon, ensure, stabilize, and able to supply energy at the same time. Its proposed method can give consideration to cost effectiveness and economical production. It uses some renewable energy like solar energy and wind power to be essential energy instead of fossil fuel. These are the methods that we can learn to emulate.
Thank you for listening.